All right, my friends, J.R. Dukes at your service once again. Appreciate you joining me as always. I want to definitely welcome all my free-minded friends out there. Have a very important video for us today. I want to take a look at the attempted assassination on former President Donald Trump. I was watching this live, and I believe I have a unique perspective to offer on this, and I want to go through it with you right now. Let me set the stage for you as we look at this video together, because I believe there are 4 distinct things we can learn from this video, this assassination attempt on former President Donald Trump. You have to remember, and by the way, I was watching this live. I was sitting on my couch, playing with the dog, having a beverage, and this happened. It is absolutely one of those surreal things that everybody talks about, how time stood still, and that's exactly what happened for me. Was sitting there, just didn't seem like it was happening. I heard the shots ring out. I saw the president go to the ground. It seemed like it took forever. When I watch it back and replay it back, it goes by rather quickly. However, what I think everybody is missing is the following. When President Trump got back up, we did not know what was going on, period. We just did not know if there was going to be a bomb explosion, if there were other assassins that were targeting the president, whether there was people right around him targeting him. I mean, none of this was known. None of it was known. Yet this man showed such bravery in the face of death. He wanted to make sure that his last possible moments on this earth was not one of a man defeated, a man shot, that someone actually got to him. And that's the reason why, folks, he held up his hand in his salute, fight, 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 because he wanted to make sure that he left us all with a parting message should the worst happen to him. All he knew was clearly he had been shot and that he had blood streaming down his face. That would be very scary if any of us were in that situation. And of course, former President Donald Trump is human just like we all are, and he had to have the same emotions. It is really uncanny that as I was watching this, how time, like I said, slowed down, was going very slow, and yet this man got back up on his feet, saluted each and every one of us, wanted us to know, don't give up the fight, continue on. He was extremely brave. He wanted to make sure that we as Americans were okay. What a selfless and sacrificing type of attitude. What great leadership. And we're going to take a look at it together. And like I said, I got 4 specific points that I want us to drill down on together.
Something that said, take a look at what happened.
When I first saw this and I could hear the bang, bang, bang in the background, I was thinking to myself, this can't be real, just like we all would think. And did you notice how quick the president went to the ground? Let's look at it one more time. Look how quick, as soon as he feels that sting to the side of his head, he goes straight to the ground. Watch it again. Look how quick he does it. Make no mistake about it. President Trump saved his own life. One more time. Here we go. Secret Service come in. They throw themselves on top of him. And again, in real time, this seemed like it took ever for these events to transpire. And I was probably in shock like everyone else that was watching it live.
Ready, on you. Ready, move, move. Hawkeye's here.
Did you hear him say Hawkeye is here? So basically what they have is a procedure in which they all work together to get the president moved once they are pretty certain that the shooter or shooters are neutralized, effectively killed. And that's exactly what was going on in this particular situation. Now, here's where the lessons begin pertaining to President Donald Trump that we all can learn from.
Get ready. Get ready. We ready? Are we good? Shooters down. Are we good to move?
Okay, they just said gunman down. It's clear. So now it's time to move the president.
We're clear. Come on. Let me get my shoes. I got you, sir. Let me get my shoes. Hold on.
Did you hear that? Let me get my shoes. He said it 2 or 3 times. Let me get my shoes. What bravery. That's lesson number 1. What a brave individual. He does not know how many gunmen there are, if there's bombs, or if there are other assassins near him. Yet he wants to make sure he looks good getting off that stage. He wants to look good for you, for me, to reassure everyone that he is well and that everything's going to be okay. And doesn't matter to him what happens to him. What matters to him is how he's perceived because he wants to help me and you. I think it's really that simple. So President Trump is clearly teaching us bravery in the face of danger. Even during an assassination attempt, this president is teaching us to remain focused, composed, even when we don't know exactly what we are facing. Excellent, excellent lesson by our president.
Your head is bloody. So we gotta move to the box.
Again, let me get my shoes.
Watch out.
Okay, here it is here. Wait. What courage in the face of death? Lesson number 2. Wow, courage. What is courage? Is courage the absence of fear? Absolutely not. Courage is having the fear, but taking action in spite of the fear. It is essentially the control of fear. All of us have fear. It's just a matter of controlling the fear or put it in a compartment and continuing to move on. You have to imagine, we have basically the facts now. We know it's one crazy kid out trying to take out the president of the United States. He did not know that. None of us knew that during this short time that all this was happening. And this man is like, I need my shoes. Give me a minute. I'm going to reassure the American public. I am not going to allow myself to be taken off the stage like I'm some type of victim of anything. And if these are my last moments on the face of this earth, I want to talk to the American people and show them the courage that I know they all have. In those moments, President Trump knew the importance of having courage in the face of fear. This president understood that you must remain calm and resolute under pressure. And he did all this despite not knowing the severity of his injuries. If there were other people looking to shoot him, he didn't know, he didn't care, in the sense that he was showing us how to act courageously. There he goes. There he goes. See, that's exactly what I'm talking about. The third point. Donald Trump taught us all to keep our dignity, always, period, full stop. Despite the potential threats to his own life, former President Donald Trump demonstrated that maintaining strength, maintaining your composure is absolutely paramount. And of course, this president raising his fist, his traditional salute, taught us all to show this type of resilience in the face of danger, in the face of fear. By raising his fist, this president taught us how to face adversity with resilience. Now, at this point, Secret Service was having trouble getting him down the stairs. They were trying to carry him. There's a female officer there that is obviously a patriot, but let's face it, she's not able to pick up a 270-pound, 6'4" grown man as President Trump is approximately. So they had to pause at that particular time. The president's going to go ahead and end up walking off the stage himself under his own power. Look at him again right here. And this brings me to my fourth point, the message of resilience, the message he was teaching us not to give up. Obviously, as I said earlier, he did not want his last image, if he was to die of whatever his injuries were that particular day, he wanted to make sure it was recorded forever for each of us to know that we must never give up the fight. We must continue always, no matter what adversity we face. Just imagine, this man knew nothing that we know right now. He thought he might die. What is his attitude? Well, you tell me. Amazing. And before he gets in the car, that we're going to be taken away by escort, he gives a final pumping of his fist in his traditional salute. Look, there he goes. Amazing. He's got his head high. He's letting them know, you didn't take me down, pal. I'm still strong. And he wanted all of us to remain strong. Absolutely incredible. So, my friends, President Trump clearly was teaching us all how to be brave in the face of danger, how to have courage in the face of danger, to always maintain our dignity and to always maintain our resilience, our fight to never give up. I just don't think enough press, enough coverage has been given to these very obvious facts. Maybe they're not so obvious if you weren't watching it at the same time I was watching it. I thought for sure, the thought that went through my head was, they got him. They finally got him. They couldn't take his money. They couldn't take his dignity. They could not put him in prison. They couldn't take him off the ballot. So they did the last thing, which was to try to kill him. That's exactly what they were trying to do. We don't have all the facts even right now. But imagine at the time all this was going on, our president, in the face of this type of fear, this type of assassination attempt. I mean, this is about as bad as it gets. He was a person that set the example for each and every one of us. Outstanding. Friends, if you're still with me, might as well hit the thumbs up button. Please be sure to like, subscribe, share this video with any and all of your indoctrinated friends, family members, whatever. We have to get the message out because this is a very serious and consequential election coming up, and we have to make sure we get out the vote. We have to make Donald Trump the next president of the United States. For those of you that don't know, I am J.R. Dukes. I definitely appreciate you joining me today. It is a pleasure to take a few minutes of your time for you to go ahead and hear what I have to say, and I don't take it for granted. I always say, my friends, keep that mind free, never give up. Until next time, I am J.R. Dukes.